All right, so we are on to paragraph 2 of our essay, our second body paragraph, rather, I should say. So if you recall, we've already done our introduction. We've already done our first body paragraph where we compare the fact that both Tamos and Jerry had to use courage to accomplish their test. And now we are doing a contrast paragraph on the fact that Tamos's test is official and Jerry's test is unofficial. So again, this paragraph is all about the fact that these two tests are different. So the first half of the paragraph is all about who assigns the test. That was something that you highlighted when you annotated and should be on your chart. So please be using your chart to accomplish and write these paragraphs. So this data point here will be all about Tamos and who assigned his test. So you could talk maybe about his culture, his legend, talk about the chief, talk about whatever you want to, but who assigned Tamos's test. And then in your warrant, you are going to explain how does who assigned the test prove that it is official. You guys know I'm a lazy typer, so I'm sorry about all these things I have to fix, but how does who assigned the test prove that it is official? So maybe a sentence starter if you need one. You could say Tamos's test is official because, and then fill in the rest of this. How does the fact that this is what assigned the test prove that it is official? On to Jerry's side, who assigns Jerry's test? Well, he does. Doesn't die. He does. So make sure that you make this into a more cohesive sentence. Maybe talk about the fact that he does, but he is maybe inspired by the older boys. That might be a specific detail to add. Notice how to remember, just like the other paragraphs, I'm not so worried about page numbers here. Just have super specific details. I should be able to find the point you are talking about in the story. Your warrant then will be basically the exact same thing as this side. So how does who assign the test prove that it except is unofficial? How does the fact that Jerry assigned his own test prove that it is unofficial? If you want a sentence starter, maybe something like Jerry's test is unofficial because, and then explain why. Your overall warrant then will be an explanation of how they are different. The tests are different because they are assigned by different people. Talk about who Tamos's tests are assigned by and who Jerry's tests are assigned by and explain how they're different. Your internal link will be something along the lines of along with blank. The tests are also different because, and then introduce next topic. So here you'll say along with who assigns the tests are also different because the characters have different reasons to pass the tests. In this second half of the paragraph, talk about Tamos, right? What were his reasons to pass the test? Maybe to be accepted, to get the girl, to be considered a warrior. And then your warrant is that same thing. I'll type it in for us so we have it. So how does this prove that the test is official? And then what are Jerry's reasons over here to pass his test, right? He wants to be seen cool by the older boys. He wants to prove he can do it, maybe some independence from mom. And then the warrant for his side, similar to Jerry's, except how does this prove that the test is unofficial? And then here in your warrant again, explain how are these two things, how are their reasons to pass the test different? Your finishing line will just be a summary of the paragraph. So summarize how the tests are different because one was official and one was not. So just talk about the fact that Tamos's test was official, Jerry's test was unofficial. So today, your goal is type in this page of your essay organizer, and that's all you have to do for today. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Please feel free to send me a message on Schoology, but whatever I can do to support you, I can give you more sentence ideas if you need it, but you just got to reach out to me and tell me what you need. But that's all you got to do tomorrow or today. And then tomorrow we will type out our paragraph on our essay document.